Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing an intro to journaling. So let's just jump on right into this video. So to start off, I'm just going to talk about the types of journals that there are and that people use. So I'll just start off with an art journal. So this is my art journal. I actually made this myself, so I just sewed some pages together and did the cover with a paper bag and some lace, lace ribbon, and some scrapbook paper. So in an art journal, basically, it's kind of revolved around art. There can be some journaling in it, but there's mainly art in it. So how I did this was I just have the journaling on one page, and then on the other, I just have my art piece. So you can paint, you can do some type of scrapbooking style. Honestly, it's your art journal, so there's no limits or rules. So for this one, I just used a dried flower here. I put some washi down, and I just put some acrylic paint in the background. Just wrote a quote on it about wilderness, and I did the same here. I just cut out and drew a piece, like a book, and I just did a quote about reading, and I also used some doilies. Now you can do it this style, or you can do it more so a drawing style if you wanted. So over here, I just drew a skyline. It's actually it's supposed to go together, but my camera frame is not big enough, so I didn't do any journaling on this page just because I felt like drawing, and that's totally okay. And then for something like this, one second, and then something like this, I'm just covering up because it's kind of personal. So for this, I just did some stenciling, as you can see, like this beehive type stencil. And in the background, I just used some acrylic paint. So there's different types of mediums that you could use. And so, for example, on this page, as my only decoration, I just put a dried flower. And to get this stained look, I just use a tea bag. And there's just a quote here that goes along with my journaling on the other page. But that journaling is a little bit more personal to me, so I'm not going to show that. But yeah, so honestly, the world is your oyster when it comes to journaling. And it's completely free to what you want to do. Now, another type of journal is a dream journal. Now, I did this cover with just some acrylic paint. And so, basically, a dream journal, you just write down your dreams, obvious enough. So, my dream journal just looks something like this. It just has the date written on top of here. And then I have my dream. So, that one's a pretty simple journal. You could decorate it if you want. I just use that as a more simple journal. Now, this is a life journal. And you can't really see the whole notebook. Oops, my tripod's moving. Sorry about that. There you go. So you can't really see the whole notebook just because, once again, my frame is not big enough, but it just has black and white stripes in the background and then gold foil type of polka dots on it. Now, life journal is, at least for me, it's a little bit more personal, into my deeper thoughts and kind of just things I wouldn't really tell people, so it's really more so of a personal type of journal. And so I'm not going to be showing what's inside of this journal just because it just has writing in it, and honestly, it's just, you can write about whatever you want. Some people just write about their day-to-day lives, some people write about a problem they're having. Honestly, it's your life journal, so just write about who you are and your life. Now, that's the type of journals that I have. But other types of journals can be a bullet journal, which is basically calligraphy based. So you're mainly focusing on calligraphy, and you're kind of doing like a planner style. Another type of journal is an idea journal. You're just listing some of your ideas. And then there's also like spiritual journals, which is just obviously more spiritual based, and it could be religion or it could just be meditation, whatever it is. So that's a couple examples. I could go on and on about types of journals. There's literally so much out there. Now, going on to what I used to write in my journals, I just used to write a ballpoint pen. So there's a fancy one. I think this is a Kate Spade one, and then there's just a basic one. That's all you really need. I just have the Bic round stick. So yeah, ballpoint pens are just great just because they don't really smudge, so there's not a risk of it smudging. Another pen that I like to use is the Sharpie Fine Point Pen. I like this just because of how fine the tip is, and also it writes nicely. But you do want to be precaution. You do want to use this with some precaution just because it might bleed through on the other page. So you kind of just want to maybe test it on a separate piece of paper. But these come in a variety of colors. As you can see, I have purple. Ooh. So this is just how it looks if you're wondering. This is called a Sharpie permanent marker ultra fine point. I just have it in purple and black. Purple is like my favorite color, and I actually found this in school, so that was a kind of an exciting find for me. Now that's just a really basic, and also another basic necessity is, depending on how you're planning on doing your art journal, is some sort of adhesive. So for my adhesive, I just use an Elmer's glue stick. And this is just quick. This is just quick, easy, and just very, I don't know, simple to use, I guess. You could also use a tape runner. That's another option. That one doesn't really get any messy, so that's more so a type of cleaner adhesive. You could use double-sided tape, liquid glue. It's just whatever works for you. I just like glue stick because with liquid glue, I find that if you put too much, it wrinkles up your page, and it doesn't really make it look nice. Now, decoration is a wide one. Decorations, there's so much things that you could decorate. You can honestly decorate with anything. I mean, you can honestly decorate with food wrappers, things you find lying around. But some of the things that I like to use in my journal is washi tape. I just like using washi tape just because if I feel too lazy to take out my glue stick or just glue something down, I can easily just tape it down with some washi tape. I just took out a couple of washi tapes here on just some, so I can show you different types. So there's the glitter washi, and there's more of a plasticky type of washi. Like, you can still rip it. It's easy to rip, as you can see, but the feeling of it is more plastic-like, and it's more so as an actual tape. That's how it feels like. And I just get these from the dollar store. And there's more, and then there's a basic washi that's kind of like the more traditional, which is just the ones that are made out of rice paper. This is how you'll usually find your washi size. I feel like that's totally tilted. This is how you'll usually find your washi size. So it just comes in this type of size, but as you can see, that they also come in thinner sizes, which is good if you just want to board or something. I personally use this in my planners, so that's why I mainly use this for. You can also find types of washis that are loose, so that, oh, okay, so my camera just literally fell. That was a disaster. Alright, so you can just find loose washi, which is just washi that comes loose on a roll, and you can just cut your piece, and then there's an adhesive backing on it, so you just have to peel that off, and then you're ready to go. You can also use stamps as a way to decorate. Over here I just have date stamps Monday to Friday. So I guess this is good for like dating your journal entries if you wanted. That would be a fun way to do it. I also just have a mason jar. Here is another stamp I have, and this is just a wooden stamp. And obviously to go along with that, you're going to need some ink pads. So here I just have some pigment ink and some dye ink. So this is a dye ink and this is a pigment ink. I got these from Michael's. I got this in a 12-pack, and they sell these separately at Michael's. This is just the Studio G brand. That's totally not in focus. Let's see. This is Studio G brand, and this just has no label on it. It's just called the Recollections dye ink. Another fun way to decorate is dried flowers. So honestly, I literally just go outside, find some sort of plant or even leaf that you like, and you can just press them. If you want a video on how to press flowers and how I dry my flowers, then let me know in the comments down below. But this is just a fun way to decorate your journals. Now, moving on to another way I like to decorate my journals is by using stickers. Personally, I mainly use this for scrapbooking, which is also, I guess, another type of journaling, because there's still some journaling and memory keeping in that. So I'll just take these out for you. But I find a good place to find some scrapbooking stickers are dollar stores. I got this from the dollar store. This is just more so of a crafting themed It just says more than just a hobby, crafty chick, be creative. So these are just good to also add as like a title. If you want to do a journal entry about your favorite things or even just your creative hobby, you could totally do that. I found these travel themed stickers, which is perfect because I'm going to be going on vacation soon. So they just say travel, an airplane, adventure, a suitcase, and you have the Eiffel Tower here. And you have explore the world. So this would be great for a travel journal. Excuse me. So that's basically all that I have for journaling basics. Another thing you could also use is just as a necessity. I like to use some whiteout. That's one of my necessities that I have to have because I'm the type to make mistakes when writing with pen. So that's not really a decorative part, obviously, but that's just a necessity for me. But yeah, that's all for. This is just a couple of things that you could decorate with your journal, but remember that you can honestly use whatever you want. So I guess I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want some of my favorite journaling supplies or you want a journaling supplies collection. Let me know what you want because I want to create content that you guys want to watch. So other than that, I will see you guys later and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.